everybody, it's Dave from Holiday for Two. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you have a good week ahead. Tammy and I are making our trip back from Hamburg and Buffalo, New York to Arizona. This is the first day of our leg back. So we're making some pit stops along the way, some campgrounds that we're checking into. We're also did an earlier video on Evangola State Park, which is really nice. It's our day to head back, and we're kind of not really. It's kind of a weird mood. We're happy to get on the road and get back home again, but kind of sad to leave our son behind in Hamburg. But I think he's in good hands, and we got to meet all the family of his girlfriend and maybe future fiance. We'll have to just wait and see how everything develops, but it's looking good. But we'll tell you more about some of these campgrounds as we make our trip back. Plus, we're going to hit some other things on the way back. Tammy and I are going to show you a place that we just investigated called Erie Lake State Park. It's just up the road here on the Seaway Trail. I think they call this Route 5. And Lake Erie is just like not even half a mile that way. And it's really a cool campground. You can reserve all of these through reserveamerica.com. And I'll put links down below for all the links so you can find the park. So stay tuned. Let's take you through Lake Erie State Park on Route 5 in New York. Hope you like this one. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the little bell on the side. Just up there. Let's go. It is so pretty out here. It's like 78 today.
So someday when my ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two.
Well, sit back, relax for a few minutes. I'll take you on a drive-through tour of Lake Erie State Park and Campground, just south of Dunkirk and near a little town called Brockton, New York, all along Highway 5, which is the Seaway Trail. If you haven't seen my video on the Seaway Trail, go check it out. It's a beautiful drive. There are a lot of things to see besides campgrounds. There's parks and beaches and vineyards and stores and you name it. And I'll put links down below in the description so you can look up information on the campsite as well as all or any amenities it might have and prices. Enjoy.
Very pretty.
Yeah, it is very pretty. One way. How do I find the camp? That looks like a dump station.
Lake Erie State Park.
All right. So
Anywhere from 25 to 35 a night?
yeah.
That's awesome.
So there's.
And what were the sites that were that?
Well, we're going to go through. This is the dump station right here, he said. There's the water fill up. This is really pretty. You've arrived.
Are there public restrooms?
We'll find out. I think so, but we'll find out. Gotcha. There's a little pavilion over there.
Mm-hmm.
Trash over here on the left. There may be like a restroom shower. That's a good question. That looks like, what numbers do we have here? A1. So these all have hookups here. So this is A2 on the right and A33 on the left over here.
Nice.
There's the restroom right there, huh?
Wow, that's amazing.
And showers, looks like. One way. I'll cruise through here. Look at the shade. Ooh, I like this.
This is beautiful.
Lots of shade there.
Mm-hmm.
What number is that one?
A8. That's gorgeous. And look at that view.
Well, that's the best one if you want the view right there.
Oh, and you can hike right down to it.
Kinda, yeah. It's got a little walkway. What number is that
Oh,
spot?
wow.
Table ground. I don't know what number that one is. Some of these don't have hookups.
These have views. That's okay. You get a view instead of a hookup. These are all great views. Right here.
A13 has hookups over here.
These don't have numbers.
No, they don't. A14. Well, the one back there did have a number and hookups. I rattled it off a minute. A16 here on the right.
That has a view and a
Yeah.
hookup.
Yeah.
But
And
no shade.
grass.
Yeah.
No shade. We'll stop at the restroom here.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
Didn't we come in this way?
Yeah, we have to go out
There's
this
one way. Oh, okay.
I think. Unless we missed it because we turned into the restroom. So we're going to go down this other road here. I believe. Right. Yeah. This is the B's over here.
Okay.
On the left is B7, on the right is B1. That red pickup is going to be B3. B3. I'll take a turn right here.
They have a book nook. That's
And they
cool.
have cabins too, I guess you can rent.
Nice.
Now some of these are no, if it's N, I think N is the section that has no hookups.
Okay.
D1, now on my left here is D1. Another shower. Those are like those are tent spots down there, straight ahead,
Gotcha.
with no hookups. On my left over here has hookups. D6 over here on my left. That blue car and trailer right there is probably D8. D8. Yeah, that's the tent area down there.
Gotcha.
All traffic this way. Hiking trail.
This is so beautiful. So green.
Yeah, it's really not too bad. It says 78 on the dash thing. And you can reserve these through reserveamerica.com. That's what he said. It used to be through the New York State Park website, but they changed it to Reserve America.
And how far in advance do you need to reserve
Well,
these, do you think?
probably the same as the Evangola.
9 months.
Probably 9 months. I think they said about 9 months.
Well, there's a nice park for the kids to play on.
Wow, that's a nice
Okay.
shady spot right there. What is that, D29? Lots of shade.
Yeah, that's very nice. But no view of the lake.
Right. The ones that, the A section over there really had good views. I mean, if you can't get one of D33, D35 on the right, D37's got lots of shade, D39's, now you're close to the so little cabins are.
Are they on the paper?
Yeah, they're on there somewhere. Those showers are nice. Be nice to be here close to the showers. B2 here. This gray wolf is in B3? B1. So that's where we came in.
So I don't see a pricing for the cabin.
No, I didn't see that, didn't ask. It looks like you might have spots open, I didn't ask, but... Playground here, wow.
Very nice.
It is nice. Oh, maintenance vehicles only, okay. I'll get a picture of the sign. And then the water station and the dump station here. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and be sure to stay tuned at the end of the video, and I'll tell you more about how to find this park as well as some of the things that are around it to kind of give you a lay of the land, as they say. So if you're not familiar with this area, if you have any intentions of maybe coming out here and exploring these just like we will. I really love this park. This is another one. Evangola was another one I really liked, so we'll put these out for you so you can check them out. Safe and happy travels wherever you're going, as always. And if you really enjoyed this and enjoy seeing the campgrounds and kind of getting an idea where everything is and what it looks like, hit the like button, please. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. And stay tuned, because we're going to be putting more videos out of other campgrounds we found on the way back from New York to Arizona. And we did find some really cool ones, so we'll be sharing those with you. Safe travels, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining along. I'm going to show you how to find Lake Erie State Park, plus try to show you some of the things that are around the area. Now, we are planning to get back there either in a year or the next year after that. So we are planning to go back there. So this is a trip not only to help our son move out there, but also to plan on making a trip out there in the future, and what kind of places we can find to stay in. And we did find a really nice campground, Evangola State Park, which is up actually closer to Hamburg and Buffalo. But Lake Erie State Park was another one we found. It's a little bit farther away, not that much farther, but it's a nice campground. Let me zoom in on it and kind of show you what it is. Now, how to get there, the best way is to just take the road. We followed Google Maps most of the way back east. You're going to take the 90 for a portion. Let me move the map up. And then when you get to around the Pennsylvania-New York state line, you're actually, you cross over from the 90 over to the 5. And the reason is, if you want to stay on the 90, it turns into a toll road, which means it's going to be faster to get there, but you're going to be having to pay a toll. So we wanted to avoid the tolls, and I'm glad we did, because taking the 5 was kind of a new thing for us. We didn't realize it was an established sort of a scenic trail. Let me zoom in. So Lake Erie State Park is up a little bit from a town called Brockton. That's officially, I guess, where it's part of Brockton, New York, on Lake Erie State Park. But it's really close to Fredonia and Dunkirk, which is up the Highway 5 a little bit. But let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Now, there are a lot of things to see. As I mentioned in the video, there are vineyards all along Highway 5. There's beaches. There's other campgrounds that we didn't even get to all of them. There was the Blue Water Beach Campground. That was one that we did on the way back. We'll do a video on that one, as well as Westfield KOA, Lake Erie KOA Journey. We did stop into those two, but there were other campgrounds that we didn't even get a chance to go see. So if you're in this area and you're spending some time, wow, there's so many things to see. There's golfing, vineyards, beaches to spend the day at, and just some sightseeing trips. There's the Frank Lloyd Wright House that's up the way there on Seacliff. I mean, so many things to see. The old lighthouses, Lake Erie State Park, which is right here. Let me zoom in a little bit and see if I can get a good picture of the lake campground, Lake Erie Park campground. All right, I zoomed in on the campground to show you. The first loop we did was the A loop right here. And this is the one that I thought had the really nice beach spots, or I should say lake view sites right here on the end. I know one of them, I think I said 88, was like right in here. Really nice spots. If we go back, I'm going to try and get some of those right there. The other loop was nice as well, and it was over here. There was also a tent loop. Some of these don't have hookups for the tenters, but they are nice little shaded spots back here in the trees. Well, as I said, there's lots of things to do. There's the park over here, the beach park. So it's just a short drive over to the beach road and go over to the park area and go on the beach. Do check the rules. I'll put links down below for the website so you can check it out and look at the rules for the beach. Some beaches allow dogs. Some beaches allow swimming at certain times. So you do want to kind of check all those rules. And New York is kind of funny on their beach rules. There has to be a lifeguard on duty and things like that. So do check some of those things as far as swimming is concerned. And another thing I found out is that Lake Erie is the shallowest of the Great Lakes. I think the average depth I read was 62 feet, which means that in the wintertime, it's one of the first lakes to freeze up and freeze over, but it's also in the spring and summer, it's one of the first lakes to warm up. And it does warm up. We got in the lake and it was like high 70s. It felt like being in well, I don't want to say tropics, but it felt like the water temperature that we experienced down in Florida. Maybe not quite as warm as Miami Beach, but it was pretty warm for Lake Erie. I was shocked. I was expecting it to be cooler than that, but it was very nice, mild, and very pleasant to get in the lake. And of course, there's other things around here like disc golf and things like that. Hiking, bicycling. I found out that the Highway 5, the Seaway Trail, is a very popular bicyclist trail. So if you love to bicycle, that would be something cool, I think, is like hit a couple of campgrounds along the way and then do the Seaway Trail and then bicycle along if you like to ride bikes. And I just come up with these things in my head. And I know we have our electric bikes, but some people just love to do the regular bicycling. And it's a good way to get out and get fresh air, is also exercise. So there's a couple of things for you to think about. There are stores in town. There's Dunkirk just up the road, so there are stores around. They do have ice at the host office right there when you come in. They also had a dump station as well as a place to fill up your water tanks. Showers. They had shower, restroom areas so you can take a shower. Nice showers too. We went in and kind of checked them out. So hope you found this helpful. I certainly will keep these in my logbook so that when we get ready to go back there, I'll probably go back and review these videos so I remember some of the things and the amenities that each of these had. As well as, one last point, if you want to reserve these, reserve them at least 9. They suggested anywhere from 6 to 9 months out because they do get booked up in the summertime. Not in the wintertime. I think they close a lot of these down in the wintertime. It gets cold in the wintertime and snows. But summertime, it was packed. There were a lot of people camping there in the summer. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Safe travels. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll catch you later. Bye.